You know, I love science. I have a PhD in physics, and for me, I like the lab stuff, but it's always been for me about the beauty of nature, which I love. And I can't stand the pollution, the plastic. You can go into a row of Whole Foods, and look all around and see no food at all. You see the boxes, the bags, the cans, all the stuff that's going to the landfill, but not actual food. Which is why I like the farmers markets and things like that. I sometimes find myself in Whole Foods. I was there once with a friend, and we were in the bulk food section, you know, where you put the nuts in the bag and you weigh them and you take them up to the front. And some guy comes in and starts throwing the stuff away who works for Whole Foods. And I said, why are you throwing the stuff away? He goes, the stuff that falls into the tray, it's the law. We can't sell that stuff, so we have to throw it away. I think there's hungry people. You could give the hungry people can eat it. Fast forward a little while later, I'm in Union Square, and I'm a hungry person. And I think to myself, there's Whole Foods. There's pecans over in Whole Foods. So I go over, and sure enough, there's piles of nuts there. And the rationalization begins. I think you might know it. I think to myself, first of all, they can't sell it, so it's not like I'm taking any of their profits by taking any of these nuts. And it's going to go to a landfill, at best compost. So I'm actually making the world a cleaner place. I don't see any other way that I'm not making the world a better place. So you know where this goes. Now I know where every Whole Foods is in my neighborhood. 24th and 7th, there's one in Union Square, and you know I stopped at the one on Houston Street on the way over to Caveat. We read me some almonds. I've actually noticed that the difference in quality from different place to place. I didn't want to start talking to one of the managers, but that's a different thing. There's a lot of people that live zero-waste lifestyles. I like that. Now for me, it's not zero plastic that I do zero increase in demand. Meaning that if something's everybody's using it, and it's still clean but going to the landfill, I'll use it if people don't know that I'm going to use it. Because once people know, they think, oh, Josh is going to do something with it. So double bag and triple bag and air condition everything. And I don't want to do that. I have to keep the use low. So don't any of you get any ideas. Take responsibility for your own waste. Case in point, I was on TV last year, and I was in the green room, and they bring in a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts. Now the donuts I don't want. But they start piling the packages that came into it. So there's a box of packages, a bunch of boxes. On top of that is a plastic bag. Clean, sturdy plastic. This plastic is going to last 500 years. It's that destructive to the environment. But it'll keep my vegetables fresh in my fridge. Now I'm thinking, this is trouble because if I have it, then people are going to come over. They're going to say, like, Josh, not only does it have a lot of plastic, but it's Dunkin' Donuts and a big bag at that. So I got to explain to people how that works out. But for the meantime, I got to get the bag out of the green room. So how do I do that? First thought is, just stick it in my pocket. But then I have to do it real quick. They might see that. But even if they don't see it, now I put it in my pocket real quick. There's going to be a bulge in my pocket that wasn't there before. That makes noise when I walk. That's going to get me kicked off the show. So I don't want to just do that. So maybe what I should do is I should fold it. So I think to myself, maybe I'll fold it, but then, Josh, why are you folding that piece of plastic? So maybe I'm going to fold it and keep the conversation going. And keep the eye contact so they don't look down. Maybe I can do that. But then I think, if I get it in my pocket, even then it's like on my person, kind of hard to deny what's going on there. So maybe I'll put it in my bag. So I'm going to open my bag, fold this thing up, keep the eye contact, put it in the bag, close the bag, get it out. It's kind of tough to not increase demand when you're coveting this plastic bag. The only way I can say this to you is that I was doing my podcast. Look it up, the Leadership in the Environment podcast. And the guest is saying blah, blah, blah. And I was washing my plastic bags, and I said, you do that too? I thought I was the only one. Because if you don't want to increase demand, you've got to wash these things. She goes, yeah, it's not like everybody does it, but it's still kind of normal. And that's why I'm here today. I hope you got a few laughs, but really it's to bring the message to you that I got from her, that science geeks who love nature and want to pollute as little as possible, it's not that we're weird. We're just ahead of the curve. So you can reduce your consumption too. By the way, stop by for some cashews. Anyway, I was weird, so you don't have to. I felt weird, so you don't have to. Okay, sorry.